the hiccups. Major. Hey y'all, Teresa here, and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a long minute, maybe 6, since I've been on here, but I wanted to come on here and just do a Q&A with you guys. So what I did is I posted on my Instagram and I said, ask me some questions. I said all things are fair game, be appropriate. But yeah, so I got a few questions from you guys and I wanted to answer them and give you guys kind of an update on my life while doing it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Shane asked me, why do I love photography? So for me, I love photography because it captures moments that most people want to remember. So there are moments that I've been able to capture at church in worship that I want to remember because it was a really impactful message or a really impactful day in service. Or I have photos with my friends from when we went and dressed up like Riverdale characters for Halloween, you know, things like that. I love photos in general. And so to be able to do that myself and to capture those moments, I can do it based off of like my vision and like what I see happening. And so I can get those photos that I like want to remember. So that's part of why I love photography. I honestly don't know why else. I just love looking back at those photos and just remembering those times. So that's probably why, my biggest reason why I love photography. So how do you keep organized with such a busy schedule? So I am a little bit crazy in my schedule. Right now it's actually pretty calm because I'm on Thanksgiving break, which is nice. Thanksgiving break started yesterday, but my schedule is written down to the minute. So I have a planner that never leaves my side. It's in my bag behind me, and it literally has everything written out for, like, at what time I have class, what time I am meeting with somebody for coffee, what time I have to be at work, what time I have to leave work to get to this appointment on time, what time is my doctor's appointment, what time do I eat meals, what time do I shower. Like, I write everything down, and then I just follow it. When I go off schedule, things go bad, so I try not to do that. What is your favorite verse? My favorite verse is two verses that go together, but they're not together. They're just close together in the Bible. It's Romans 8:1 and 27. Hold on, let me get my Bible. Oh, it's 37. Oh, I thought I was wrong. Okay. Romans 8:1 and 37 are, therefore there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. And those verses mean so much to me because I don't often feel like a conqueror. I don't feel like I can win things, and when things are hard, you feel pretty beaten down. But the thing is like, I am not condemned for who I am in Christ, which is like the coolest thing, like that God accepts me as I am in every situation, no matter how much I screw up, no matter how much other people might not accept me or whatever. And it's just the most amazing thing to know that I am not condemned for who I am, and I am more than a conqueror. So I don't know, I just love those verses. They're very encouraging for me. And yeah, so those are my favorite verses. How did your time in the Mercy program help you to become the person you are today? So for those of you who don't know, I went into a program called Mercy Multiplied, and it was not easy. I was actually in the program for 3 months instead of 6 to 9 and made the decision to leave. However, I would say that program has transformed my entire life. There are things that I learned about myself that I never understood, or learned about God that I was like, this can't be true, but it totally is. And I've learned how to let people in, and I've learned how to accept myself as I am. There's just so many things that program taught me self-discipline, but also to give myself grace. Grace is a big word when you're there, and grace is like the word that I need to give myself, the thing I need to give myself, allow myself to have, and let God give me that grace as well, and take it, because I refuse it, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, I think that Mercy definitely like shaped me into a more confident believer who also then can more confidently walk in who I am. And I will forever be grateful for the time that I did have at Mercy, and I'm so thankful for what I got to do while I was there and the growing I got to do and just work on myself. So it was really great. It was really hard, and it was hard to leave, but I just really felt the peace of God when it was like, okay, God, what's the next step? And, you know, it's always a bummer when you don't get to complete something, but I also know that he made all things good, no matter what, no matter how much we screw up or no matter how much we mess things up. He has got a better plan for us than we have. So it's been I've been out since June, so July, August, September, October, November. I've been out for 5 months. I was there for 3 months, so I was only in for 3 months, and I've been out for 5, and I can tell you the transformation that has happened in the last 5 months since I left has been astounding, but it would not have started unless I had gone to Mercy. So I am so thankful for that. Okay. Pretty basic question, but I'm curious, where or what do you want to be in 10 years? I actually got this question from my spiritual mom and from a friend of mine. So my spiritual mom, she asked, where is it? She said, if you had one choice, what would you like to accomplish in the next 5 years? So something similar. So these are two questions. So if I had one choice and there was something I wanted to accomplish in the next 5 years, it would be to start a family or have a family that's Christ-centered. So that technically counts as like getting married and having children. But like, you know, the order of things that I really want to start a family. And that's just what my heart desires. And I know that God knows the desires of my heart. That doesn't mean that I'm going to start a family in the next 5 years, but it's still something that I desire. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And then in 10 years, she asked, I think in 10 years, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to be in 10 years? I want to be a creator. So I want to create content. Doesn't have to be for YouTube, but like create video content where I'm not in front of the camera, I'm behind it. And I am showing the world where there is good. So right now our world is very dark and dreary and scary, and there's things like human trafficking and shootings and, you know, starvation and lack of water and all of these things that I want to bring to the light. And I want to say, hey, here's the deal. These are rough situations. Can you please take part in helping with this? Yeah, I want to be involved in helping nonprofits just make an impact in the world. And I think by creating a movie or a documentary or a film or just a short clip, like a promo for them, showing what they do will be helpful. And that's what I want to do, is work with those nonprofits and get the word out. I got one that says, how do you like school? That's a great question. I love school and I hate school, because who loves school when they're in the midst of midterms and finals and stuff? So I love school and I love going to the classes that are teaching me my major, that are showing me what I can learn to do in the future, or I might know now and actually how I could improve it, or whatever. I love that I can get my hands on a camera every week, that I can get my hands on video editing software every week and just work on what I love. All of my classes next semester are art-centered. They are art classes. It's 2D design and graphic design and what else am I doing? Photography, just like art classes. So I'm super excited. Oh, color theory is another one. And I'm super excited about that. And then I'm creating content for our art show, because that's required. It's rough sometimes, and I have 7 roommates and we all love each other, but it's rough sometimes. So I love this place. God's definitely called me to this place, and I feel like I need to be here. So I'm super joyful and happy to be here. All right, those are the questions that I got from you guys. I hope this was informational for you. I don't know. I just wanted to get some things filmed and put out there for you guys, so you guys can see like a life update with a Q&A. To get this video up, to say, hey guys, I'm still alive. I plan on doing videos. They might not be me-centered. They might be something else centered, but I just want to show you guys, and I'm hoping to have a couple of vlogs up too in the future, and then just you guys can see my progression with my art form growing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sending in your questions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.